Hello, my true crime lovelies. Good afternoon. How are you? Thank you for joining me. I have a special guest who's going to come on up. We have, let me go. There we are. Parawomenradio. I'm a big fan of her channel.
Hi,
Do you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
hi, Tanika. I'm Amy from Parawomenradio. It's really good to be here.
Yay. It's great to have you. Alrighty, I know we've got people coming in from your channel. So for those of them who don't know me, I'm Tanika's 2 Cents. I live in New York. I'm a mom, and I'm super nosy. So I've got text messages between Lana Albert and Sarah Boone when they first met. So when Lana met Sarah, we're going to go through those today. I'm going to just check in the chat. Can you guys hear us okay? Let us know where you're coming in from if you can hear us loud and clear. And maybe what the weather's like. It's nice and warm here in Manhattan. Yesterday it was rainy and I was over it. How about you, Amy? How's your weather?
Well, honestly, I have not been outside yet, but in Florida, it's very sunny. It's probably going to be like somewhere in the 70s. It's the perfect time for us
Awesome.
right now.
Okay, Northwest is giving me a one. Deb can hear me from North Carolina. All right. Let's just get right into it then, shall we? Here we go. I'm going to see if I can make this a little bit larger.
I want to say hi to everyone over on Parawoman Radio. Today we're going to be going through Sarah Boone's text messages to Lana. I don't know if you guys remember Lana, but Lana is the one that had the kidney that if Sarah Boone hadn't been uh, uh, found guilty and sent away for life, she would have given her a kidney. But now she's in prison and she can't. So they're sending text messages.
All right. That is what's happening. I think that was part of the love bombing, but you guys tell us what you think because it's hotmess.com. All right. So I'm going to get started. I will read Sarah. This is 428. And just so to ground everyone, outgoing is when Sarah is sending a message out. Incoming is when the other person, when Lana is sending her a note. This line here is the subject line, and then this is the body of the message. So the subject is this the Lana Albert? Wow. Hi. I'm guessing you received my letter about these ridiculous toddler tablets. I know how incredibly smart and resourceful you seem to be, which is how you connected. Wow. Normally it prompts me to accept or decline, but for some reason it just added you. It's meant to be. I'd have accepted anyway, winky face. Before proceeding further with telling you how amazingly amazing you are with your kindness, let me know it's you. TTFN.
She says TTFN.
She's
Of
Winnie the
course,
Pooh.
she says TTFN.
Ta-ta for now. And then on May 2nd, did you get my message? Hi again. These tablets are very fickle and I haven't heard back from you. I don't know if you got my last message. As said previously, somehow you were automatically added to my contacts. So I don't know how that happened and if it works right. Let me know.
So, just for context, is the first time they ever responded?
So no, the
Oh,
very first time, let me take this off the screen so I can see your face. The very first time she sent her a letter. So they were writing like snail mail,
uh-huh.
and then these tablets are just coming out. They were previously conversing with another on another app called Emilio, that was free. It's from a nonprofit, and then these tablets are coming into play. They've given them, Sarah calls them kitty tablets. It's 50 cents a message to send and 50 cents to open. If you don't have any money on your account when you send, if the person you're sending, like if I send you a message and you don't have any money, it's COD, so you have to pay before you can read my message.
Oh, okay. So, but this is the first time they're corresponding through these little kid tablets?
Right.
Sarah's not happy about the tablets. It seems like she'd be very happy about the tablets.
I know it's faster, right, than
Yeah.
snail mail or the Amelia, which is reported to be glitchy. She's never happy though, let's be honest.
Okay. Let me get back. Okay. So, Okay. So incoming, Lana Albert. Hello, is this the Sarah Boone? The Sarah Boone? I think it's so funny that she calls her the Sarah Boone. I just got your letter informing me of your finding me on here. I had started my account but hadn't verified it, so I didn't know you had messaged me. Phenomenal. Yep, you found me. I'm sorry you have to fight for the kitty tablets, but you're a great way to send but what a great way to send messages. It is a bit of a racket on behalf of the company, not to mention the kickbacks, to charge 50 cents, but whatever. I'm paying for it. Oh, sorry, I added that. For my contact info, I'll be glad to share. My email address is bleep. My phone number is bleep. I don't see a place on the site to send screenshots, but if you had the ability to SMS, text, I believe that way works as well. It will be nice to use this instead of Emilio since it's glitchy. I had written a 5-page letter with the high school pick dealing Zav girl and another digging into your life. It dropped the letter and sent the pic. I'm really sorry. There seems to be another letter sent explaining what happened, but who knows if you'll get what that one piece. Anyways, I look forward to chatting with you here. Thank you so much for accepting me on this. Oh, Jesus. She's got her thanking her. I'll answer any questions you have, Lana Albert.
Well, she's got to be fangirling out, right? Like
Oh,
Sarah
yeah.
actually responded to her. So
Right.
Zav Girl is another YouTuber. I don't know if you remember her from the Letitia Stouch case when she had the autopsy photos behind a paywall and the internet kind of went crazy.
Yeah, I'm really kind of annoyed by her. I stopped following her during that time.
I never watched her, but apparently she had a Sarah Boone playlist and was showing her high school pics and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, it didn't really hurt her channel. I think she's going to hit 1 million soon or 100 or something.
Oh,
So
wow.
she's doing okay.
Yikes.
Okay. Is it me still?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Incoming, Lana Albert. I love how it's called incoming. Did you get my message? Yep, I found you. Thanks for sending me your letter, as I would never have sent them. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. On 5/16/24, another incoming, Lana Albert, regarding credits. Hey, Sarah, I discovered that I can transfer credits, so I sent you 900 of them. I'm so gullible. I'm so honored that you are spending time and effort in writing me with everything you have to do there. I've seen some of the logs, and holy cats, that the least I can do is help shoulder the cost like I did with the paper and pen and envelope stamps you had to spend. Anyways, cheers. Lana, you're thought out friend enjoying some time in Minnesota.
So the interesting part about that, the pen and the stamp, she's been hounding her ex-husband relentlessly about stamps and envelopes. So she gets them here. She never tells the husband. She continues hounding him. She's like, why not? If you're going to give that to me, I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to take it from you.
Heck yeah,
Okay.
Too. I would actually take it from wherever.
I just hate that she bothers her husband because he's taking care of the son, like all by himself.
Well, I mean, I'm actually putting myself in Sarah's head space. So yeah, I don't bother everybody and anyone, but if it were me, I wouldn't be there. I could honestly say I would not be there because I would not have let it get as far as it did.
Right.
Plus, I would take accountability. If I zipped somebody up in a suitcase and passed out, I would want to be punished.
Right. She said, what did she, I had to sleep without him last night, which was punishment enough or something like that in her interrogation. Like, lady, if you don't get it together. Okay. Outgoing on May 17th. Subject super equals you. Why can't you live closer so I can hug you for your kindness and understanding and just being so unbelievably nice? Question mark, question mark. You are definitely a gigantic wow, wow, wow. Thank you for being such a beautiful person so many ways. You underestimate your goodness. For your contact info, it was only needed if we weren't correctly connected. If it's okay with you, I'll keep for further reference when all this is over and done with, and we can figure out where to meet. Definitely something to look forward to. Beyond measure. Thank you for the credits and commissary. I can't explain to you the goodness of God in Him always providing and blessing in His perfect timing. Gag. Just when you think it's almost out or over, bam, have a blessing. You, my friend Lana, are such a beautiful blessing. Thank you. Always know you are in my daily thoughts and prayers, and always wishing you the best of everything. Remember, he sees you and knows your heart. Me too. Such a blessing. Oh, face, happy face. So here comes the work part. Please, since you invited questions, I'm going to cash in, especially, I'm going to cash in, especially from you being so smart and resourceful on the World Wide Web, from your messages, etc. One of the officers looked up a document for me on the clerk's website titled Notice Removal of State Witness from the State's Brady Identification List. This is a lie that she's telling Lana. Her ex friend or her ex inmate, who I suspect is her girlfriend, Christina Pena, actually looked this up
Somebody
for her.
in your comments is asking a question that's good. Is Lana the one that hooked Sarah up with Owens?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that's a good question.
She is. And she's also the one, if you guys remember when they did the interview, I don't know why it's not moving you up when I add that. Hang on. When Owens did his first media interview, he talks about he wasn't going to work with Sarah, and he said there was a nice young woman in Minnesota who talked him into it because he thought Sarah was going to take the plea deal, and she did not. And so he did not walk.
She took her 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah. Okay.
It is interesting, though, that she is going and looking at our channels and noting them, because I think I saw they were copying your FOIA documents.
Yes. Yes. They watched several channels. I know they watched Criminal Intent by Katrina because she reached out to Sarah, and Sarah knew that she had created a video with her son's name and image in it, and said she didn't want to work with her. I don't think she's going to work with any of you. There's some pro Sarah channels though. Yeah.
I have a letter that I wrote to her. I just never sent it. I was going to try to work with her, but then I thought, I don't know.
Yeah, do you want that energy in your life?
Yeah, no, I just prefer covering it.
Yeah.
I would talk to her family though. I wouldn't mind talking to family and friends, but yeah.
I'd be fascinated what her brother has to say. Phil?
Yeah.
That'd be an awesome.
Say that she has a sister. I didn't know she had a half sister.
Yeah, her dad's first marriage. Yep.
Or did I know that? No, I thought she had two brothers. That's all I thought.
Yeah, she has two whole brothers, a younger one and an older.
Oops, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
I must be okay. She has two. The older brother is a kitty diddler, and he's in prison, and then the younger brother, Philip, who's in the Marines. Okay.
And he was the one that Philip was the one that didn't want to put his address out there for security reasons because he was a Marine.
Yep.
Okay.
He did not want to be involved in her bond shenanigans. Okay. Removal of state witness from the state's Brady identification list. What is this? I know the Brady ID list is for any officer who has impeaching info or details about them. So does this mean she did and was on the list but is now removed? Exonerating findings about her? I have no idea what's going on as my idiot, rude attorney hasn't spoken to me in almost a month. The things I could tell you with her and all the rude, inappropriate, lying things she says and does. What do I do? I'll run by you for your feedback next message. I don't know what to do, especially since she's the eighth attorney on my case. Not by my choice. Have you ever read my letter about how and why I am? Find my letter, please, on the clerk's website to read and give me the date so I can add to my list I'm writing the judge. Dun dun dun. It's
How and why
overdue.
she is. What letter was that?
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
They all seem to be how and why she is because they're just crazy.
Yes. I don't think we got a concise explanation of how and why. I don't think she even knows how and why she is. Oh, Freud. Freud will have to come back from the grave. Let's see. It's overdue with this judgmental, full-blown, prejudice, uninforming witch and needs to be brought to the light. She's not on my side. It's so bad, Lana. I've had to create a pretend judge to be in our meeting so she can treat me civilly, fairly, and appropriately. I tell her she would never treat me the way she does in front of the judge or in the courtroom. It's not working. I don't know what to do. Feedback, please. Your POV is invaluable. Remind me next time to talk more about, please. Regarding screenshots, for any pictures, it's $1 each to upload. I don't know what's easier for you, and you can afford to send or just send in a letter where everything is uploaded together at no cost. Either way, I would definitely want to have still to know and can apply to my case regarding the whole exploitation of everything and how far it's still going. I've not even seen everything before the prejudgment and unnecessary hate has been and is being created. For the 5 pages you said you sent with the high school pic, what I received was the envelope, front and back, two of the high school pic, one blank page following two. What am I missing? There was no text following the pic. What is Zav finding? I'm not that interesting. I lived a blah life and my family is deceased, so I don't know what all is to be found. This is an invasion of privacy, nonetheless. What is my high school pick and anything this lame Zav girl finds have to do with my case? Does she not understand this? Can you find out her personal information, name, where she lives, everything where I can sue her when the time comes? What does another's digging into your life mean? What else is there and by who? Again, what does this have to do with my case? Please help me understand what's going on with the court docs my attorney is filing. I can't defend myself with her. She doesn't answer my questions, and everything I ask her for or about my case tells me it's not necessary. I know nothing more than I did with all the prior attorneys. It's not supposed to be this way. And still, do you know if the detective depots were complete? Oh my God, she's exhausting with the
She
questions.
is. She's going for Zav girl. Like so. Okay, for Zav girl. Zav girl. I mean, was she the one? I feel like you found all of the background before Zav girl did. So it's just,
No, I wasn't around. I just started my channel in June, and these are pre. I think these are in May.
oh. Because
Um,
I remember reporting on this stuff, but I don't remember when I reported on it.
yeah.
It was
Let
very
me.
easy to find. It was, and it
Right.
wasn't all YouTube stuff. It was just up on the internet. So
On Reddit, I see a lot of stuff on Reddit. I'm just trying to find the date of when this is. So this is May of last year.
and she went to trial. Was it September? No, November. When was her
October. October 7th was her false start, and then they really started on the 14th because of that storm, Milton or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh?
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I had one other question. Why is she so upset about Zav girl finding out about her high school. I mean, to me, it sounds like there's something buried somewhere that she's worried about that we're going to find, which makes me want to dig even harder.
I know. The high school photo is up on ancestry.com, and I think they got it from classmates. I don't know, honestly. I think she just wants to be left alone. Because what harm is the high school?
Stuff from Ancestry. There was a lot of stuff from Ancestry.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, her parents are both passed, right? So they're not, even if, I guess it's her brother she would probably worry about us digging into the most, her family. I don't know.
But if she's really worried about him, would she want him to put his address out in the public sphere for her bond? You know what I mean? I don't think she's worried about anybody but her.
Nah, that's right. She just worries about herself. So where are we at?
Let's see. I hope, too, it doesn't scare you off or make you uncomfortable with the content. I trust you, Lana, and I do not believe you would do anything deceitful to hurt or expose my contact with you. You're really smart and use big, appropriate, professional words, and I relate to you 1,000%. The things I could tell you, trust. Help me get out of here and make an example of all the wrongful BS everyone thinks they can do to me. I can't do it without you. Please tell me if I ever overwhelm you, professionally or personally. God gave you to me for a reason. I cannot not express my gratitude. Excuse me. You are wonderful. I'm not going to read these scriptures. It's blasphemy. Thank you, Lana. Thank you forever. Okay, then we're going to switch to this other one.
The next one.
Yeah, hold on.
You're welcome. It's just my pleasure to serve you because you are the Sarah Boone.
Oh my God. Wait.
I'm in Lana character.
I love it.
Oh, okay. Wow. There's a lot more, isn't there? Okay.
There is.
Yay.
Yes, murder sticks and hero flicks. There are. I think uttered. I'll if I remember them, I'll tell you at the end. But because they've reached out to me, telling me to give Sarah a break. But anyway, let's.
Who reached out to you?
One of the Pro Sarah channels.
Oh, there's a Pro Sarah channel? I didn't even know it. I didn't even know
yeah,
there's Pro Sarah.
There's at least 3. Yeah, this one I'm thinking of is she's Australian. She reached out to me when I barely had like 500 subscribers, or like when Owens first came on, and she was like, no, I had 1,000 by then when Owens came on, but she was like, you don't know the half of it, and you're being hard on Owens, and yeah, there's like, she goes hard for Sarah, as the kids say.
Who in their right mind would go hard for Sarah Boone? Okay, incoming, Lana Albert, my point of view. Hey, Sarah, you asked me for my POV regarding your interrogation video. That's an easy one because the more I saw it, the more I saw the unedited source videos, the more it dawned on me your innocence. I am a true crime fan, and I have seen many interrogation body cams, court cases, etc. Most of the time, I'm seeing a guilty person. Once it dawned on me that you weren't one of the guilty people. Okay, I'm sorry. How can you watch the video that I watched, Lana? Sorry, I'm getting out of character, but Lana, how can you watch the video that we all watched and this dawns on you? Once it dawned on me that you weren't one of the guilty people I have seen on here, I felt like it was wrong to simply watch you literally fight for your life while everyone made money from your struggle. I know I'm not the only one who saw the questions not asked nor the indicators of your innocence in the home videos. I have never contacted anyone before that I have seen. You are the first and only one. Now that I am curious to know why. I haven't publicly disclosed any correspondences, and I also like my privacy. I didn't want to get more detailed as to what exactly I saw that convinced me of your innocence because I know this is monitored and I don't want to imperil your case. I hope your lawyer is asking you the right questions, though, Lana. I feel like in reading these letters between Sarah and this person, that I am positive that when Sarah writes letters to the court, she uses some kind of chat GBT, because it just is night and day the way she writes here. Um,
Even
I
the way she speaks to Lana, she's love bombing her, right? Because I don't know if you've heard the other one. She's like really nasty to Brian. When
yeah,
she talks to her friend Christina, she sounds like a teenager, like ninth grader.
yeah.
Um, so she's like elevating herself to try and be on Lana's level.
How old is Christina?
I think she's in her early 30s.
Oh, okay. Wow. So she's talking to a 30-year-old, a 50-year-old, and then Brian. Yeah, distinct ways that she talks to all three of them. And then there's
Yes.
the way she talks to the judge.
And I will say, like, I don't think Lana's the only one who wanted to. I'm a true crime fan. I almost wrote to Sarah. I had to talk myself out of it. And honestly, that's why I needed the channel, because I was like, I need people to talk to about this because it's just blowing my mind. So
Yeah.
there's some sort of like, she's the train wreck that you can't walk away from, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. She's a fascinating character. She's a fascinating study. My background is in sociology and psychology. That's my BA. And she's
Ooh.
just really fascinating to me. And I would never diagnose, because you just don't do that. But I have in my mind what I think she is. And she's just very fascinating. I don't think she's ever going to get better.
Oh, that breaks my heart. I was holding out hope that somehow, some way, the fog would be lifted and she would at least show contrition. She still doesn't apologize for any of this. She's mad at George.
Yeah. Well, that letter, that FU letter that she said on the stand, or her statement, or whatever it was like, wow.
Where she gave us all her gold.
Yes. All her gold. Okay. Uh, um, finally, finally have some success in my, is this me?
Is it? I don't know.
Lana.
Yeah.
Lana finally, I don't know. There's a line missing. See what you, Lana.
No, because I didn't highlight that one. That's a different person. Yeah. This is it. My point of view. This is me talking back to you.
Oh, okay.
So, hi, it's Free Message Saturday, so I can ration your something credits you provided. Guess what? Thank you. I hope you are enjoying the beautiful weather in Minnesota. I don't know, but I don't know the weather, but it's already getting in the 80s and not even summer yet. That's when the real roasting begins, with hitting triple digits. What kind of flowers do you have there? Birds. If I ever have a chance to go back to school, I would love to study being an entomologist, bugs, botanist, plants, and or an ornithologist, birds. I love the outdoors and nature. Not so much camping, everything involved with the beautiful world, God's creations, stunning and unfathomable. I forget. You see how it's very flowery? She does not talk that way with anybody else. I forget to mention also, I have another friend in Minnesota, if she's still there. She lives in Excelsior, far away. How far away is that from you? Okay, so now it's business.
Another person in Minnesota.
What's that?
How did she meet another person in Minnesota? What's up with you guys in Minnesota?
Well, she didn't say she met her as a criminal. Maybe she met her before things went wrong.
That's true.
I don't know.
What's with you guys in Minnesota?
Maybe it's cold and they need some Penpals. I don't know.
Sarah Boone, sunshine.
Your letter via mail, upload to tablet. I received it yesterday, the 17th. Weird cryptic creep. You're hilarious. Your letter 1, blank page 1, front back of envelope. Was there supposed to be something on the blank page? You're using this platform as opposed to Emilio. I also like that I would never know when you sent, as there was no postmark ever. I don't know how long it took to get to me. She's very concerned about how long mail takes, like obsessively concerned. Screenshots, pictures, yes, $1 each. Only when it's important, please. I'm actually about to ask if I can have two, if you can. She wants her to give her something. Love you if you can't. Smiley face. Brady ID. Chelsea Copsel. What's typhoid Mary? So she's right now referring to something that Lana wrote in a letter that's not in the tablet. But as we go further, Lana calls Chelsea Typhoid Mary.
Oh, Bama Green Eyes asked, is Lana's pulling away since the guilty verdict? Is she still? Am I still with Sarah Boone?
I don't know. I don't know. We'd have to ask her. She comes in the chat sometimes. She's a member here on the channel.
Oh, Lana is. So you have to tell us, Lana. Or is it Lana or Lena?
Lana.
Lana. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think now you guys consider this is all like the love bombing. I would have to imagine, given Lana's intelligence, that things have changed, right? We know more about what Sarah did to George than we did at this time. Like at this time, nobody really knows about the bat, about the falling down the stairs. I mean, some of us do if we heard the neighbor's testimony. So at this point,
that when she gave her statement, didn't she? Like, didn't Lana know everything?
which statement? I'm sorry.
The kidney statement. Didn't Lana know? Hadn't Lana heard the whole case by then?
Yeah, because that was sentencing. She would have heard it by then.
She seemed to be okay at sentencing.
Yeah, I don't know if she was okay with him being beat by a bat. I think she was trying to keep Sarah out of prison for life, but Sarah wanted to ensure her own lifetime of imprisonment.
Yeah, that's true. Sarah came after her, so maybe after Sarah's like 1-2, she's like, I'm done.
Right. So this is cut off. I'm going to summarize this. She's asking her about the Brady list. She's still after Zav Girl for her invasion of privacy. It's just showing like her inability to focus, because who gives a flying frick about the invasion of privacy when you're fighting for your life? Do you know? Who cares about your high school pic all over the internet?
Yeah.
So your snuff film is also all over the internet, ma'am.
Gosh.
So this is something, I think she's asking her to copy from a YouTuber, take a screenshot of the jail visit list, right? So maybe Zav Girl had that. I know Transparent T used to also have her jail visit list and her behavior reports. That's where I first heard about the cheese. And then she's asking about, so Transparent T or Tina, 21.8 thousand or million views. What prison logs? JCS. What is that? Acronym for something? So remember that video, Sarah thinks she's going home tonight, from JCS?
Oh, yeah.
20 million views.
Wow.
At that time, I'm sure it's got more.
Wow.
Is this the greatest number of views hits you've seen? Please take a screenshot of the specific number and of what. Important. For others, unedited videos. So there's edited of what? If so, would anyone know what's the truth? How can you tell it's edited? What do you have to compare to know it has been? Duh, other videos, ma'am. Some of them have more than others. So, like JCS, he didn't cover her whole interrogation because I think his video was only an hour and her interrogation was like 2 hours. So, wow, I'm going to write a letter to my attorney after this asking her what I can. She doesn't care about any of the publicity exploitation because it doesn't have anything to do with your case. I'm totally relying on you, please. A big egg all over her snobby face. And say, I told you so. Help me win, Lana. I know I say this all the time. Thank you. Wish we had clip art or emojis that really worked so I could send you something cute or funny to brighten your day like you do mine. All the time, every week. Or like when the phone rings, a particular pic comes up for who is calling. Yours would be magnifying glass, sleuth, and a rainbow. Love you for all you do. One of my greatest blessings, you. Happy Saturday. I work weekends, and tell everyone who tells me to get off my bum, stop working so hard all the time. I will stop when it's over. I guess that's like, I'll rest when I'm dead.
This was in what? When she was still hopeful?
Right? Like, I think Lana
Jeez.
is that beacon of sunshine for her. Somebody who's smart, somebody who can look stuff up. Because previously she had Christina looking up stuff, but Christina's out getting drunk, hanging out. She's living with her mom. She's writing to her boyfriend slash ex pimp slash ex trafficker. Her time and interest with Sarah wanes over, like she's a free person now. Her charges were dropped. And she's young.
And Lana's sick.
Yes, but she's also, Sarah doesn't know it at this point, I don't think. She's also just mature. She was a business owner. She's a mom. She's a regular adult, These other people are not adulting well.
Oh, she did. Oh, that's right. And also Christina was in prison with her, right? Or jail with her.
In jail, yeah.
So.
For 4 years, yeah. And Christina just got her GED like in 2023 or 2024. She's not the brightest bulb, let's say.
Yeah. Is it me?
Yes.
Okay. Incoming, Lana Albert. My point of view. Wait, is this am I reading? Is this right? I feel like it's still my point of view. Okay. Hey, hey. This isn't my official reply to your message. Give it the time and effort you deserve, and I am a huge
night owl,
and do my best research. Then I know you deal with lights off. Will work as fast as I can. One thing though, I just tried to upload 2 screenshots into the site and it shut me down. Suck. I'll keep trying, but I might have to use Emilio as that is as slow as that is. I will keep going though. I should thank you. Could have 86 my letter and gone on your merry way. Yeah, right. Appreciate you too. I'll be back, Lana. Forever thanking you for being my friend.
So I'm outgoing regarding my point of view. No worries. You are amazing. Thank you for your something and help. Heart. If I may add one more inquiry, please. What about Court TV? What is Court TV saying about the Brady thing? What's anyone on the internet or web? If you do anything, please, please, please see if you can. So something look into this. Thank you doesn't suffice. Also, about the screenshots. I don't know why they aren't working. I've gotten pics previously there. However you end up doing it, my friend Lana Albert, please get those to me those 2. Jail visitation, and on her site, the 20 million views. So she wants a screenshot of her jail visitation list and proof that there's 20 million. And this, I don't know if you remember Cashman when she was talking to Kranick. What did she say? Something about, she called him, instead of the lawyer know your lawyer. She had that breakdown because Sarah had her on YouTube watching videos about her coverage of her case. Like, how is that going to keep you out of prison, ma'am?
I don't know why, but on my stream, there's no audio. That's what they're saying.
That they can't hear you?
Yeah, I just saw there's been no audio this entire stream, me or them. There is audio over on Tanika's, you guys. So let me give you Tanika's stream. I don't want to waste your time over on mine if you guys can't. Well, I mean, they can't hear me, so.
I'll write a note in there.
I haven't actually been looking at my stream too much either. So sorry. I don't know. They can't hear me. So, but you guys can hear me. So sorry, guys, when you do hear me.
Do you want to check your settings really fast and see? That's weird that we can hear you though.
Because I had something. My camera wasn't working just before I went live, and I tested it and I unplugged it and I rebooted it, and finally it started working. But it must be my. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. This is the first time I've ever done a co-live with somebody, so I'm still learning.
Okay. Let me see. I want to move.
I can also grab I'll grab the video and re-edit it and put it up as a video over on my channel. So
okay. Perfect.
I'm not.
So I just want to answer Barry. Lana does not work for the JAC. She's a true crime fan, and so she reached out to Sarah.
Do we know what Lana does for a living? You said she's a business owner.
She previously owned a business. That's what she said in her statement. She's currently on disability, but I think she said she had a storage. Somebody told me that, like, she ran a storage facility, like I don't know, like how U-Haul has storage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she had that business, and then currently, because of her failing kidneys, she's at home. But she's not in the justice system at all. So
sorry, I just had a question about the live really quick. The when you go on somebody else's live stream and you share the live to your stream, how do you have to mute it so that you doesn't get feedback? So how do they hear you if you're muted?
wait, why are you muted? Say that again. You lost
Well,
me.
I muted myself because if I am sharing the live stream, I'm sharing just the video, to the live stream, your channel to the live stream. And I always have to mute the channel so that I don't get the feedback. Is that why they can't hear me? Because sometimes I
if you
hear you when you first start talking. We must be on some kind of delay too.
Sometimes I forget to turn the mic back on. There's
Okay.
dogs here, so sometimes I just mute it.
Oh.
But when you went into StreamYard and added your channel, you shouldn't have to mute yourself. Like, it should just be like it's coming from your StreamYard.
Oh.
Do you see like your little icon up on the top right? Like it says edit, and then there's my little icon. Is yours up there?
Am I supposed, are you telling me to go in StreamYard and do it, or?
No, I'm asking you, while in StreamYard, do you see your channel up there?
Yeah, I was asking. In StreamYard, I can see I have you up here on the channel. I don't have me in there because I thought I didn't need to add me because they would hear me from your channel. So.
Yeah, no, I've not done it that way. I usually just add my own channel in there, so it streams directly.
Oh, see.
Do you have headphones? Maybe you can unmute it if you put on headphones.
No, I don't. So anyway, I just won't worry about it. I'll just grab it from you later.
Okay, I can. Yeah, I'll send it over. All right, let's get back to.
I'm actually going to stop my stream and just focus on you.
Okay. Well, hopefully they'll come over.
All right, is it you or me that's reading now?
Hang on.
Oh, wait. Did you just read the No Worries, You're Amazing?
I believe yes. Let's go down. Okay. So this is you. She's answering about the Brady.
Okay. Incoming from Lana Albert Brady. Hi, Sarah. I'm doing some digging into the Chelsea Copel? Is it Copel? Copel authorization issue and found out a couple of things that I believe is in your favor. By the way, I called her Typhoid Mary because you are being interrogated by Chelsea and Scott, the detectives who was the idiot who wore the crazy bright shirt and actually wore his gun in the interrogation room. I mean, heaven forbid you wear a crazy shirt for an interrogation. Crazy ass. Or crazy butt. Chelsea,
I did think his shirt was weird. Didn't it look like he was going to a disco? That did not look like a work shirt.
It didn't, but I mean, you see, like I've been watching the Soto case, and they're in Florida, and they're like all preppy looking and dressed completely different. So I don't know. Maybe
yes.
Just
And Mr. J is covering that. Did you see that? Mr. J from Sarah's case is the prosecutor against Stephen Stearns.
Oh, yes. Oh, good.
And it's the same judge from Anthony Todd.
Oh, yes. I love that.
I think I'm going to cover it now. I wasn't going to cover it before, but I'm like, Mr. J will get justice for Maddie, so I'm going to cover some parts of it.
We're for sure covering it here, but I need to get caught up. We listened to the mom's interrogation, and now we got to move over to Stefan's.
I'm so over the mom. I can't even tell you.
It's a hard one when mothers don't mother properly. It's hard for me to cover a case, but it's a Florida case, so I want to cover it. Okay, so Chelsea kept coughing constantly throughout your interrogation. Then at the end of February, like a week before COVID lockdown, coined the nickname, but it fits especially since she could have given you COVID. Oh, Lord. I don't know if she had it or not, but since the coughing was the chief symptom, you get my meaning. And neither Court TV nor Law and Crime have reported on this yet, but it just came to light on the YouTube channel.
The Crime Beat.
The Crime Beat, which I've never heard of the Crime Beat, which has a possible explanation. They believe that there is an issue regarding Chelsea that she may have sustained an untruthfulness, criminal conviction, candor issues that her credibility into question in regards to your case. That makes no sense. What?
So Chelsea was on a case and they flagged her for a Brady violation because she said there were multiple witnesses on what the probable cause affidavit that she submitted to the judge. And in fact, there was only one. She was then exonerated because the judge said whether it was 1, 2, or 3, as long as what the witness statement was accurate, that's what he based the warrant on. So then she was exonerated from that. But basically they accused her of lying.
Because she said multiple.
Persnickety.
Yes. I lost my place. I typed verbatim from the explanation I just heard. I'm guessing I was able to know what got her into trouble, but if the way she runs interrogation is an example, it doesn't surprise me. The bright shirt guy, the initial officer who wrote to you at your
home or house, I think,
body cam are still on the list. This doesn't mean she will stay on the Brady list, but it's unlikely she is coming back. I'm sure that Orange County Sheriff won't publicly say that Chelsea got in trouble for it, and it's likely not your case alone she is in the hot seat for. If I hear more, I'll let you know. I, as you have guessed, have multiple messages, so I still have more to say in response to the message. You are working. Stay iron strong, my friend. Lana.
And then it's you again. Screenshots.
Iron strong. Incoming, Lana Albert. Screenshots. Okay, I hope I found a way around the screenshot issue. When I use my phone or tablet to take a direct screen, it is rejecting. Sent a couple tonight via Emilio. I remember to date them this time. However, I took a picture of the screen on my telephone and Smart Inmate accepted the pictures. What does that mean? Smart Inmate this?
I think that's their technology. It seems like if you take a screenshot from the device that you're on and upload it, it doesn't work. But if she used another device to screenshot the second device and it took that one. So it must be recognizing the way that you're clicking and not accepting those. Like they don't want you sending like jerk off pictures, I imagine.
However, it's out of pending review for whomever approves pictures to be sent. Guessing that's to prevent nudes or pics of crimes or whatever. Didn't see where screenshots screenshots, excuse me, are against the rules, but I guess I could find out. It says there are 7 days. I'll either approve the picture, send it to you, or it'll reject, or it'll time out and kick back to me. Nobody reviews in 7 days. My eyes hurt from rolling them. Oh gosh, I just rolled my eyes at that. Oh, wait until you get out of there. Like, right. They were very hopeful of this, weren't they? That's my paycheck. Oh, is Sarah drinking still in there?
I think so. Everyone is saying no, but I don't know. Is it either she's a dry drunk and behaving badly, or she's drinking toilet hooch?
Yeah, I asked, I had somebody on the show that actually was at that prison, and I asked her about the toilet hooch, and she said people really don't make that there. I think she said that. I have to go back and listen because I don't actually remember what she said about the hooch, but she didn't think that Sarah probably was, or maybe they don't do it right at first in the first part. It takes some time. And she also said that the food there is really good, like really good food.
Interesting.
I was shocked. I was like, really good food? She's like, yeah, I gained a lot of weight. I said, on the food, like on the bought food or the prison food? She said the prison food is good. So
that surprises me. Yeah, I was guessing on this morning because Sarah has multiple communications with people who are in sobriety and they're like counting their days, and she never mentions being sober. And I feel like if that were like something she could brag about, if she felt that were a flex, she would say it, you know?
yeah.
She stands mute on that, so I think she might still be drinking.
Seems like something she would like flex on to the judge too, like if she was doing it. I'm in recovery.
Yeah, throw herself at the mercy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not drinking anymore. I had a problem. I realized the woes and the ways of my, or the errors of my ways, and I don't know.
The best I can. Okay. My eyes hurt from rolling them. Wait until you get out of there. That's my paycheck. When you walk from the courtroom, a free woman, that and getting the privilege to get to know you. Oh, Lord. Thank you. More is coming if you wake up a bunch of messages, but this is how I roll. Keep things organized for me. The screenshots I sent were visitor lists from Transparency's site. You have asked me to send them to you. She has the list from 2021 to 2023. You know more law than I do, but it sounds like she can take advantage of something called the Sunshine State Law, which, yes, that's why it's called Florida Woman or Florida Man, because it's the Sunshine State Law. We can get anything, meaning that my record public case must be made available to the public upon request. Its federal counterpart is the Freedom of Information Act. Why you could sue her or Zab Girl or anyone else, but they can claim the law. Oh, imagine that. As far as Zab Girl is concerned, she is already in some hot water over selling some autopsy photos from a case, Gannon Stout. That was a long time ago. I don't know anything about that. And
how long ago?
Hold on.
That's the only thing I know about Zap
just
Girl.
Went into power saving mode. It was it was right after the Watts case.
Oh, that was a while ago.
It's like 2 years ago, 3 years. It's been a long time since that happened.
Okay.
Anyway, you know more law than I do. Freedom of Information. Gannon Stout, I don't know anything about that, or posted some frantic apology videos to save her platform. 101K subscribers, which isn't massive but significant. I think there should be a limit on decency, but I feel like a hypocrite for that because deep diving is how I found you. If it had been someone posting the outside of an envelope of a letter you sent to Judge Wooten, I never would have found you. Many true cases on the internet originate from Florida or Michigan. because of the laws demanding publicity and everything legal. All the trial hearings, the case minutes, they're all public, and Easy Court TV, of course, is the one live streaming your court appearances. I have not seen all of them live, but whenever trial happens, well, Court TV probably was the one that had the jury won the camera. You know, like they all bid for it, and usually only one of them gets it.
Yeah.
I have not seen all of them live, but whenever trial happens, I will be watching and cheering you on. Rah, rah, rah. YouTube vultures are planning on trying to get a seat in the peanut gallery. Your case is sensational for what they think you allegedly did, which
that you recorded yourself doing.
It was actually worse. We found out. Your case, that makes me angry because you're right. How the heck are you supposed to get an unbiased jury when something has taken on your case has taken on a case of its own in the public eye? Okay, I'll end this message for now. I have another to write you because this message is jam-packed with questions and stuff I want to respond to. It's 11 p.m. here and the night is young. I am a insomniac, so this is good for me. I don't know how I'd handle what you are going through with the enforced lights on and rigidity. Lana.
Lights out. I think it has to go dark at a certain time.
Oh.
This is also, now that you read that, I hadn't thought about this before, about there's so many questions. Maybe Sarah is asking so many questions to keep her engaged. Do you know what I mean? Because then she's got to write back.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point, actually.
Okay, this is you again.
And she loves Bombser, so that,
So she feels important and needed. I mean, she really is needed. Sarah desperately needs her, but Sarah's being disingenuous, let's say.
I got to open the door and let the baby bird in for a few minutes.
Okay. I'm going to give us a break then. We'll do a comfort break and we'll be back.
All right.
And we're back. Thanks, Kathleen P. Okay. How's the birdie?
Good. He's on my... I'm afraid to mute my mic too because it has where if I want to mute it, I have to stop my camera too. So it says stop mic or cam. I'm sorry, I've never been a guest. I've always ran the board. So this is my first time being behind somebody in somebody's waiting room.
Okay, you're doing great.
I don't know if he bothers you guys because sometimes people are like, "Oh, I hate that Mickey Mouse voice because he's a talker. He talks."
It's fine. I've got a baby and dogs over here, so
okay, all right.
We're used to things going on. My son just happens to be at school right now, and one of the dogs is quiet. The other one I locked in his room. So there you go.
He likes to go down here in the drawer, so he'll probably do that for a little while.
What's his name?
His name is Junebug.
Junebug. Oh, I like that.
I don't know if you can see him.
A little bit. He's green. I can see him coming in and out.
You gonna go in there? Yeah.
And he's also, green. You're in Florida. Have you connected with Florida PI Sam?
I connected some channel. We were gonna do some lives together, but I didn't hear from him. And so no. But I would love to connect with some Florida people.
I'll introduce you guys via email.
Because we're doing Florida Man Fridays, but we're putting the W-O in front of it, but it's Florida Man Fridays, and then we're going to do Michigan Mondays, too.
Oh.
Michigan, too.
I like that. Okay, this is funny. Someone already made a comment in the comments. Hey, Sata. Like, it's supposed to be Sarah, but she almost wrote Satan. But this is you.
Oh, it's me? Okay. Hey, Satan. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Excelsior. Wow. This is an incoming Excelsior. What's Excelsior? What are they talking about?
Isn't that a location in Minnesota? I think it's a...
Oh, is it? I thought it was like a casino, the Excelsior.
It is that too. That's where I got my wallet stolen in Vegas. It is. Yeah, it'll take your breath away. Yeah.
Hey, Satan, it's 2 a.m. and I wasn't kidding when I said I was a night owl. Oh my gosh, it's only 2 a.m., Lana. I wanted to respond to you. You're a night owl, I found out. I will, because I'm a night owl, and I emailed you at 3 a.m. and you replied. I was like, oh, she's up. I could have texted her.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Anyway, it's 2 a.m. and I wasn't kidding that I was a night owl. I wanted to respond to you having another friend in Minnesota. Excelsior, I know well. It's about a half hour west. I live in Brunsville, Lakeville, which is just south of Minneapolis, around about 10 to 15. Okay, sir. No. We're not doing that. We can't do that. Which is just south of Minneapolis, about 10 to 15 minutes away from the Mall of America. If you love for outdoors and nature, this is totally one of the best areas to live in. And I have lived in 3 states and visited, eaten, or something, one meal. I'll fly over 34, 50 states and 2 countries. Well, Lana, you are a well-traveled woman, I guess. But only 2 countries, because that could easily be that could be Canada and Mexico, Lana. So, right?
It could be.
I don't consider that well-traveled. I just don't. But anyway, there are, and I've only been to 4 countries, and I wouldn't call myself well-traveled. So, anyway, I'm nitpicking.
I don't think Sarah has been anywhere, so she's going to be impressed even if somebody's gone to Canada.
That's true.
You know,
that's true. Because wasn't Sarah born in Florida?
Atlanta, but she says she moved there when she was around 3.
Yes,
to Florida.
If you love 2 countries, there the something here are mostly migratory out of necessity, but the crows love the winter. The birds. Is she talking about the birds?
I think so. It's maybe the crows in the winter, but I thought.
But why is she talking about the birds? The something here are mostly migratory out of necessity, but the crows stay the winter here. Otherwise, I wake up to the sounds of robins, chickadees, the phoebe, call it unmistakable, cardinals, jays, mourning doves, you name it. I've seen owls. I've seen all of this here too. I've got an owl that lives right out by my thing, and I've got a cardinal family too. I love animals.
Cardinal is like a spiritual thing, right? Someone coming from the dead, or someone sending you a message. Like if you see,
I had a guy that I dated once that told me he shot a cardinal, and I could never get that out of my mind. He ruined cardinals for me. Every time I see a cardinal, I think, like, who shoots a cardinal? Who, like, of all the birds in the world, who shoots a cardinal?
Right.
Or an owl too.
I think she may be telling her this because of Sarah's claimed interest in ornithology. Sounds like she's listening
Sarah
to all the birds.
I didn't know she liked birds too.
Well, in that other message that I read earlier, she said birds, bugs, and something else.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I've seen owls in more areas and even a couple of fruit bats. A couple of years ago, I had one of the first cases of rabies in years caused by a bat. Happy to say that bugs aren't as crazy here as other states. Missouri, I hate the bugs in Florida, but we get them. I'm a social worker, an ex-social worker, and in Michigan, when you go into a house and it has roaches, it means it's dirty. But in Florida, you go into a house, you've got to spray it, even if it's like completely clean, because the roaches will still come in. It's crazy.
Oh my God. And they're like giant. I did like an Airbnb somewhere in, somewhere in Florida, Palm Beach. And it was
huge, and they fly.
Yes. Scared the bejesus out of me.
They come in, and my shed is, and I do my laundry. And the other day there was a roach just sitting there because it's cold outside. And I was just like, I can't do the bugs. So I don't know what she's talking about, the bugs in Florida, because they're horrible. But okay. The birds are nice, though.
No, this is Lana. She's talking about the bugs in Minnesota.
I know, but the reason she's talking about bugs is because Didn't Sarah say she was into bugs?
Oh, yes.
Okay. A couple of years ago, I had one of the first cases of rabies. But we get them a few years back. We got invaded by stink bugs. I learned were imported from China. Our scientists decided that the best way to fight them would be to release a breed of hornet, which is their natural predator. So while
Oh God.
2 ago I had stink bugs all over and even landing on me, now contend with hornets. Now, aren't the hornets the ones that are the African ones that are like invading and they're horrible? Is that
I
really?
don't know. Why would
I
they
know
on
that
hornets? Like, oh my God.
I know that they release some kind of hornet, or there's some hornet African hornets that are really bad. They bred them with RBs, and they're very
Do they
invasive.
sting? Do hornets sting you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Hornets are the
God.
bad ones. Um, I'm terrified of stinging insects. Me too, as a true phobia of mine. Yes, I have been stung many times. Family grew up in the sticks, and you can't live there without clashing with nature. Otherwise, your friend here in Minnesota might have told you that our unofficial state bird is the mosquito. Um, Actually, it's the common loon, and this is so boring. And contrary to their name, uh, one uncommon and are uncommon and gorgeous. When I lived in she lived in the Ozarks of Missouri. We had scorpions,
Yikes.
camelbacks, and black widow spiders. Right at my house, we had to be extremely careful when we came to bring firewood into the house. I used to release monitor lizards into my room to keep the bark scorpions, oh geez, and palmetto bugs out. Now, palmetto bugs are the roaches. That's a nice way to say roaches out, and it actually worked. Around where I have seen bobcats, red foxes, and plenty of deer. Up north, seeing black bears on my lawn and at the cabin I was at. I'm not a hunter, though. I don't like hunting for sport or fishing, for that matter. I do love the outdoors like you and did lots of camping and canoe trips and time on the lake when I was younger. Now, did Sarah do lots of outdoor
I
stuff?
cannot see Sarah camping. I just can't. But maybe that's what she told Lana. I don't know.
I can't see it either. Uh, I get every chance I get to the outdoors now. The flowers here are beautiful too, though living in a suburb, most of it is dandelion sunflowers. Out in the reserve, there are so many gorgeous flowers and greenery like lilacs and lavender that it's wonderful. Too bad they attract our new band of Schmurder
Oh,
hornets.
good Lord.
LOL. Jeez.
Is that what you were talking about? The
Yeah,
African
so it
hornets?
must be the ones that they do. They're scary,
Oh,
and I've been watching because you're supposed to be looking to make sure that if you see any nests, you've got to make sure you get rid of them. Um, let's see. LOL. In a great state. I've been to Florida 5 times in my life. I have an aunt who lives in Fort Myers. I had my honeymoon at Marco Island in 1998 until Hurricane George's stop made up evacuate from Tampa and then to Orlando. We chased the tornadoes, kicked from the hurricane for a few days. Incredible power. We have stopped and helped a family who panicked and jumped out of something into a ditch, who didn't know they were in the immediate path. They got to underpass in time to avoid getting smoked golf ball sized hail. You remember the hurricanes, right? Yeah, I really have to see you get out of there. The only wildlife in Orange County Jail are the correction officers, I'm sure. Hopefully, you're allowed to pursue your interests while you are there. I'm glad kitty tablets allow you to listen to music while you're on them. I'm listening to "Praying for Time" by George Michael, and that seems really accurate right now. Maybe it's because I should get some rest. I'll find out more for you tomorrow, and hopefully screenshot, go through, and allowed to pass review. Lana, I feel like she does ask Lana these questions so that Lana can reply and talk back about herself.
Right. Because so far in the pattern, Lana is very responsive relative to anyone else. Like she guilt trips Christina, like, oh, you forgot about me. Just kidding. But no, seriously, you forgot about me.
Yeah.
And then there's one lady who has 2 kids who's like working, she's taking a bike to work. She's trying to get her own place. She's like in a rooming place with her 2 children. And Sarah's like, why aren't you contacting me more? Because she's busy, lady. She's trying to get her life together.
She's busy. Okay. Incoming Lana Albert public. It worked. Yes. The direct screenshots don't work, but photos of my television got through and approved. I have a tablet and a something, so
Phone.
I think phone, and so I think I could pull off your non-YouTube screen grabs this way. Like, does Sarah just want these for her own like knowledge, or is she planning to use this for something?
In her mind, if I may delve into Sarah's mind, I think she wants to use them for court. She wants to show her attorney and then have them entered into evidence. She's on this tangent about suing people. Like, ma'am, you don't even have money for underwear. Where are you getting a lawyer to sue people for posting your images online? But she's out to get people, right? She's the victim. Everyone is making money off of her unfortunate incident.
Unfortunate. Okay. YouTube screen grabs that way, an annoying extra step, but it works. Take that, Emilio. No change the subject, but one of your visitors got the attention, the crazy YouTube gallery. You saw someone named,
I think it's Linda Durr. That was that therapist that went to see her.
Which one was Linda?
She was, let me think. I believe it was I think it was Hobson. It might have been Bankowitz. It was like the end of 23.
And this was...
So it came up on Sarah's visitors list, and I guess somebody put it out on YouTube. And so she's saying like everybody went crazy. It was Linda with 2 N's. And Durr, Duhrr, I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. You saw someone named Linda Durr, yes, and 2 N's. Yes, with 2 N's, who in the 90s to 2000 was working something and had become somewhat of a TV circuit celebrity. She's on Oprah, Sally, Jesse Raphael, 60 Minutes, Good Morning America, and all the major networks. She did work on Fox News too. And there's a clip of her on O'Reilly. That means she has clout, even though I have never heard of her. That's not surprising as... Hold on. My nose is running. Sorry.
Mine too. It's that time of year.
Yeah, I ate carbs yesterday, and they make me really congested. Congested today. I self-promotion for... Yeah, and plus those little fuzzies are flying around from the trees. I forget.
Yeah, it's very windy here today too.
Nothing is more important than your life, and your lawyer, and anyone else your corner needs to keep that in mind. So keep that in mind, or they need you to
pound sand.
Pound sand? What does that mean?
Kick rocks, pound sand, like take a hike. GTF out of here.
Happy Sunday, Lana.
Incredible equals you. Excuse me. Lana, you are amazing. They're going to have to pry me off of you for the gigantic hug I'm giving you. Thank you a million times. It doesn't bother me way ever how many messages you send, as long as I get them, you get charged to the 50 cents. I don't know how it works on your end, but it deducts from me when I send to you. With your generous contribution of credits, I am confident and relieved that I'm able to send another thank you. They don't make people like you anymore, or that I've at least known, especially since being incarcerated. But as you can imagine, they're slim pickings. Your kindness and understanding is unheard of, no matter when or where. I'm glad you're on my side and believe in me. You you make me myself. I don't know, with your support and encouragement. As said, I can't do this without you. Heart on your mark, get set, go. Brady, Typhoid Mary. You're hysterical. You and I are so on the same page on so many things. I caught that also, but blamed it on her being nervous, knowing she was pressuring and coercing and trying to manipulate me. I totally think Chelsea had COVID. Like she was going crazy. She was pregnant. That coughing was like ridiculous. And that was, what was that, February 25th. And then like 2 weeks later, everything shut down, March 13th. I think that's why she was hacking up her lungs.
Was she coughing?
Oh, yeah. In the interrogation, there's one channel that counted the coughs. It was like in excess of 50.
Oh, I'm surprised that didn't annoy me. I think I was just so annoyed by Sarah that I didn't even notice the coffee.
That whole interview was so very bizarre, where she was like, I'm surprised you didn't take the curtain rod. Like, what? Why would they take the curtain rod? Was that in the suitcase too, ma'am? Okay. Keyword trying. She's talking about the manipulating her. There's something wonky with these L's and I's, but I don't know. It's like, do you see that?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like it turns bold and weird, like the spacing gets weird.
Maybe
that actually
use the emojis there or something. I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. I know when she was trying to send her son emojis, it just came out as question marks. Something is, maybe it just doesn't print. I don't know. That actually was one of the depot questions, to ask her if she was sick from all the coughing, see how she would answer and show everyone else her trying to manipulate me or something, what she failed at. Lowen, the other idiot, did have his gun on him while in a hole, which is a whole part of, I believe she means coercion. You're hysterical. Something in ears. Possible explanation from Crime Beat. How can or anyone solidify this theory? How can she or anyone? How did they come to? Do you see the ridiculousness? RED, she always spells it that way. Of me having to ask you this, not my attorney giving me any or knowing anything about any of this. Please see what else you find. This hopeful good news for me. What else is anyone saying? Anything yet? It's crazy. Court TV is putting their spin on it. They always do with everything about my case. Oh, so maybe she sees Court TV in there, or one of her flying monkeys is telling her.
Or do they let them watch court stuff in there?
I don't know. I don't know how their TV, like, because Court TV, I know it's on YouTube, but does it have like a broadcast channel? I know they have their website. Like, how would she see that?
Court TV used to be on cable TV. It's not on cable TV anymore.
I don't know. I'm a cord cutter. I don't know.
I don't watch TV anymore. I watch everything online. So.
Yeah, same. They don't want me to win, and this possibility of success makes them not willing to do anything because they know I'm right even more. I think that no one is really saying anything. It's in my favor. What initial officer at my house? So that's the Rodriguez lady, Shayla, that testified, was the first officer. What is on the body cam? So much something officers on the state's witness list. I've never seen any of my digital evidence such as this, and it's one of the greatest hindrances by my attorney. Now, mind you, this is attorney number 8, so I don't know why she's blaming that on Cashman. What about Bankowitz? What about Padilla?
Went hard for the female attorney, though. She didn't like the female one.
Yeah, she went hard for the female detective too. She's got like something. up with other strong women.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't like strong women. Which, I mean, I think that the detective was the perfect one for her, but she did annoy me. I didn't like, I don't know. I think in general, the detective, if I met her, she would annoy me because she had like a type of attitude that irritates me. I don't know if anyone else picked up on her. Some people liked her and some people didn't like her, and I was in the camp where she kind of like, I loved that she was so snotty to Sarah, but she annoyed me that she was so snotty. So
Yeah, I don't know that she annoyed me. It just like I felt like she could have fallen back a little bit more because she could have played Sarah more, like
yeah,
a little more sympathy slash empathy. I'm pregnant, you're a mom, like, oh my goodness, were you fighting for you know what I mean? Like she just was giving Sarah no slack, and so Sarah's wall went up. I mean, they had the video, they had the snuff film, so maybe
yeah,
she thought it was a slam dunk, but I thought one, she and Scott were talking over each other. I remember there were some questions Scott asked that I wanted to hear the answer to which was like, Sarah was like, "You guys are scaring me," and he was like, "Why?" And Chelsea jumped in and was like, "We just wanted you to show the video. Why don't you want to see the video?" Like I wanted to hear Sarah's reasoning for why
yeah.
she was scared, you know?
Totally cut Sarah off. Didn't let her continue talking, or would fill in the sentence for her. I
Right.
think the behavioral panel said it was like one of the worst interviews they've seen.
Oh, they ripped her. I didn't think it was the worst because I'm like,
I
well,
think
it
it was
wasn't like she
worse.
was going home either way. But I just wish she would have like, I guess, worked Sarah a little more. You know,
Yeah, she was just really annoyed by Sarah, and you could tell.
she was so over her. Like,
But Sarah is annoying, so I don't know.
but
I
as
would
a
just
detective, you got to fall back. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? What's the end game?
yeah. And being a social worker, you get some very annoying people, and you just kind of go into a shell, and you like go into your training. And she didn't. I don't think she did that. I think she let Sarah annoy her.
Right.
Sarah's very
Right.
nice, so I get
And
it.
that battery not being charged wasn't helpful. I almost wonder, like, because I know the behavior panel ripped her for that, but I'm like, maybe she did that to like show her a little bit, but it was too, that would have been like overly calculated, do you know?
Yeah, the
Like,
battery thing
but
was bad.
yeah, Sarah had a moment to kind of recover from the shock of like, oh my God, I recorded him in the suitcase because she totally did not remember that.
It would have been so good if that battery had worked.
I know.
Your battery's broke, or it's not working.
Yeah.
Gave her a moment to be a Karen.
It gave her a moment to recover, right? But it also gave her a one up on Chelsea because Chelsea had been like hounding her, and then Sarah's the way she said is like, you're not doing your job right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
your battery's dying. Like you did something wrong.
you zipped your boyfriend up in a suitcase. Do you think she passed out, or do you think she left him in there on purpose?
I think she passed out. I think she was blackout drunk. I don't even like when she woke up, she didn't remember he had been in that suitcase. I'm not drinking anymore, but I've had blackout moments and I've pieced together my night by looking at my receipts, my Uber transactions, like just because I didn't remember. I think she just passed out. I mean, she
I think
sounded shit faced on that video. Everything you've done to me. That's my name. Don't wear it out. Like, ma'am. I think even maybe she nodded off in between, like when she flipped it over, because then that very last video, she didn't really say anything. And I think she had a pattern of blacking out. That's both of them did. That's why she was always recording them.
I think you're right. I do think she blacked out, and I don't think she knew that it was on there. I don't think she like. Some people say that she thought she had deleted it. I don't think she knew it was there.
I don't think she knew. I don't think if she had deleted it, they would have said that in court. She didn't delete it. Do you know? Because that's always like a finder, like how Wendy in the Adelson case deleted that so sweet text that she sent to her brother. Like that's a thing when you delete it. It shows like intent to conceal.
Yeah.
So this, she's complaining, important regardless of whatever these habitual violators. Oh wait, is there an amended witness list from the state confirming her removal? Send the screenshots. Thank you for your above and beyond effort. Make sure I get these. So important, regardless of whatever these habitual violators think they can sneak around. Certainly, rights of expectation are a constitutional right, including invasion of privacy. Duh. My question, how do they even know what's available to even request? So I think she's talking about the YouTubers and the FOIA.
Oh,
They should have done their research and already known there are laws against disclosure. Not in Florida, honey.
she just
Uh,
explained to you the sunshine. It's the Sunshine State law.
Apparently, she's never heard of it. Their pits get deeper and deeper. All of my records are public record and full blown. Knowing this, using the court something conduit to the world. How else am I able to say anything? It seems I'm staying afloat, repelling the BS by doing so. Also, not afraid, and no one can stop me. That sounds gross. My mind went to her floating in like a bog of bullshit, and she's floating. Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
Uh Everyone else can use their freedom of speech and illegally, but I can't legally. So I think she's talking about people telling her to stop writing to the judge.
Oh,
I am. Your understanding of everything is supernatural. You are brilliant. Checked the pics and they're still pending, so I'll let you know, and vice versa. It's strange how OCCD reviews the pictures sent and naked ones make it through. Yikes. Anything to enable freedom. Smash the eggs, a whole carton on the face of justice. Not now, girl. Eggs are $10 a carton in New York. We're not smashing them in anybody's face. I'm going to send a request, seeing if I can get the IT guy about it or ask the IT about it. Again, incredible effort. Thank you. Something are evil. Ignorance is painful. It made me fight harder, deflating something more and disappoint many when they're wrong. It's in my favor either way. Duh. Where you live sounds beautiful and interesting. Everywhere else you've been also. My mom lived in Kansas. She was younger and would when she was younger and would tell us stories of scorpions in the bathtub and the bed they'd have to check before getting in. Recluse spiders too, which are deadlier than the black widows. Heebie jeebies. God's got big plans for you, apparently, to keep you out of harm's way so often. Who knows? Maybe this is your calling, heart. There's no pursuing anything in here besides my freedom. I want out. As far as music goes, I don't have money for luxury from it costing money, and I ration all blessings. No, you don't. No, you do not, ma'am. Two, I don't when the next one, I don't know when the next one may come from, if at all. As for ongoing, her sentence structure. Now, I've never had the luxury of commissary, phone calls, now movies or music on these tablets. I'm afraid if I use something, I won't be for purpose to help me get out of here. So this is all a lie. She's making it like every scrap, every penny is about getting out. When she's like in the last video, she spent $60 on text messages to Brian that she knew he was not going to answer.
oh.
It's like she's crazy. But she's pretending with Lana right now.
Real quick, I'll be right back. I'm right
Okay.
here. Listen.
Okay. I ask often who's really in jail. They're so miserable and ugly and bitter. They come to work to be made big over by us, lowlifes, simple minded inmates. Somewhere in their basic lives, they're missing control, love, and care. If that is not projection, I don't know what is. They never correct anything. They're corrections officers, scrunchy face. The things I could tell you. We'll save that for where we decide to meet when we meet up. Thank you so much, Lana, scrunchy face. Keep it real in the real for me. And I'm expecting to see what I'm expecting something. I'm excited to see what you find. I hope you enjoy doing this and it's not appeared pressured by me. You must do. Okay, Yoda.
Keep it
Must
real in
do.
the real.
If ever, do not hesitate to make me if ever she feels pressured, do not hesitate to make me aware. K question mark question mark. No time constraints or expectations in any way ever. I feel like that soon changed. Yeah. I'm just hoping you understand that I am going to something use you to the last drop if you let me and ensure my freedom is coming more in every way. You help me sharpen my sword of justice. No one else is or even knows what justice is. I think you're awesome. Thank you. TTFN, heart, have fun, get some rest, smiley face. Thank you, O face, smiley face.
I'm gonna use you to the very last drop.
Ugh,
I mean, do
prophetic.
you know how sad, how crazy that sounds? Like
No.
how truthful yet crazy that
Right,
sounds.
right.
Crazy,
Maybe
isn't it?
she does, and she's like, if I say the quiet part out loud, no one will question it, you know?
That's true. Say
Okay,
what
so she
you
sends
know.
this to Lana. It worked. Thank you. We were writing each other at the same time. I was supposed to be worried about that. So dumb. Does that have to do with my case at all? Such an invasion of privacy. I'm working on and will add to my portfolio of public information. You are amazing. 10 million exclamation points. As far as Linda, Linnda, yes, I know, two N's. I say is WTF was that after I met her. She talked for 4 hours about herself, wasting everyone's time with old stories of being a celebrity. So much, even dud, not buffoon, court TV printed incorrectly. Bankowitz told her to get over herself and to get to work. I only met with her. Okay, so it was Bankowitz. I only met with her 2 times for about 10, 15 minutes about nothing. I think she was going to be an expert, but I don't know of what. Nonetheless, Lana, she was about 4'10", old, and had globs and globs and globs of makeup and lipstick on her mouth and face. Where else would the makeup and lipstick be, Sarah?
And
Do
heaven
you-
forbid, older woman have makeup on her face. I mean, Jesus.
oh my god. Um, ever
Jeez.
every time I met with her, ew, I was wondering if she looked like that or something O face. I was concerned even greater as she was sold to me by Bankowitz from her celebrity resume. She did. She had like a 10-page CV. It was crazy. It's in the court files. Does
She
anyone
hated the
know?
way Bankowitz looked. She hated the way he looked.
But I mean, he even represented her pro bono on her family case. She's so ungrateful. He did not have to do that, you know? Like, ma'am.
And to call him a dud and all that, that's just
And a
ridiculous.
buffoon and a liar and like, she's just so disrespectful.
Just horrible.
Um, and it's like that's where I feel like she's stunted at around ninth grade because most adults know even if you don't get along with someone, you don't badmouth them publicly, right? You address it with them directly, and most of us put it to bed unless you're a drama fiend and then you have to tell everybody who will listen about your problem. But like, why carry that negative energy in your body? Just like move on.
Yeah. Yeah, Pierce Morgan, Pickle or Blue Giraffe says they'd love Pierce Morgan to go interview her. That would be an interesting interview.
That would. That definitely would. Um, Oh my god, I was terrified. So, wait, sorry, I skipped over this. Does anyone know what she said, what she did or said, or how much of a contribution she did to the entries? No. It could have been anything with Granddaddy Bankowitz and Lipstick Linda with two N's. I was terrified someone might stroke out at the pulpit. If you ever noticed was hot about the nothing Bankowitz did, including not answering his phone once in over 14 months of his representation in of the court, especially for his withdrawal. He held on to that stand every time. Well, didn't he have a car accident too? I think for sympathy votes because he knew I was right. Read his reviews online. Team Geriatrics. something was, or hip, which I thought they might blow out from all the, oh my God, from all the work he tried to get them to do. Cryy, frowny face. So much I could tell you. Loves in the meantime. Thank you. Crank it out, girl. Thank you. I find it interesting that she always refers to the court, the well, as the pulpit instead of the podium, or it's not a podium. What did Judge Everett say? But whatever. It's not a pulpit. Pulpit is like in the church. Ma'am, you are not before God.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know because it's a stand. May I approach the bench? So yeah, she must see him as more as like a. I wonder if her family was religious in any way.
Probably. I'm thinking maybe Southern Baptist.
Oh, that could be interesting. Okay. Incoming Lana Albert, incredible you. Hey Sarah, I don't care if it's 50 cents per message. Credits refilled. I'm not rich, but it's not much of an expense. You weren't kidding when you said you can't get your money's worth from writing me. Nice. Yes, I grew up with brown recluses too. Something we was a teenager in Missouri. I had to hit one off of my mother had crawled into her back as she picked up a pile of clothes. Oh geez. Told her to hold very still, picked up a broom and blasted it hard. I nearly cut in half when it hit the ground.
Oof.
She took on and screamed bloody murder or schmurder, and we put in a jar as we have seen one before, and it was unique looking. Our neighbor identified it. Yikes. Even notice that insects get ever notice insects get larger and prehistoric the further south you go? Yes. Definitely robust in Florida for sure. Believe it or not, Court TV and the larger ones haven't reported on Chelsea and the Brady list. This happened a couple of weeks ago, and the only place I found any info was a site I told you about. It sounded like they took her off the list because something she did opened her up to impeachment, to impeaching the defense. Of course, the sheriff's office isn't going to discuss that is. Scott Lowen is still on the list. Yes, I didn't think about it, but this pew pew could be argued as coercent. Sorry, I have a hard time saying that word. The YouTube channel, the behavior panel, highly criticized him wearing it. Interrogation because it is absolutely the opposite of building rapport. So who cares? And putting who wants to build rapport with Sarah Boone. Just kidding.
Right.
He probably should have wore something a little less, but he didn't. And isn't that always the way? Like every time I wear something, it reminds me of the Chris Watts case with the investigator where she wore that black and white striped
The
sweater.
stripes, yes.
I'm sure she wishes every day.
Oh my goodness. I know. Who knew everybody was going to watch that video, though?
Yeah, know? Right. So
I've actually seen an interrogation video. There was a guy in Vegas who unalived a little kid. He took the detective's gun off in the interrogation room, and they wrestled with it. Another detective ran in. I always thought it's like bad for business to take it in the room at all.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever seen a gun in an interrogation room besides but I've never looked. Actually, now I'm going to look at their holsters from now on to see if there's anything there.
Yeah. But I am not buying the coercion at all because, ma'am, you have the right to remain silent. But of all of her rights that she's talking about, that's the one she failed to exercise.
What did she think was going to happen? They don't ask you to come in just to pick up your phone. That doesn't happen.
That doesn't even make sense, right? Like, I think she thought she was going to talk herself out of it, but maybe it was the alcohol, the hangover. I don't know. Like, she should have just remained silent. Then she wouldn't have to worry about that interrogation at all. So for someone who claims to be so smart, I go back to 9th grade, where you're like busted in the locker room for smoking and you're just going to keep talking. And then they'll finally leave you alone.
Yeah. Well, And also, ma'am, you were so smart in high school. You're a 40-year-old now. Who's talking about that still? I
Right.
mean,
What's
we're not
happened
even
in
talking
between?
about college anymore.
Right. Oh my God.
Um, yes, I didn't think about it, but his pew pew could be argued as coercion. The no amended witness list confirming her removal published. You got copied on all the forms I see on there. Were you personally furnished with the witness list and the request transcripts? The initial officer at your house, I don't know her name. She was the African American officer you spoke to the day you called 911. Law and Crime published your body cam 2 interviews, the car and the interrogation. They published Brian's 3 interviews, your landlord and a neighbor and brother. Law and Crime also posted both of the videos you recorded in their entirety. Most of the goons who make money on your case get the source material from Law and Crime, who themselves don't put a spin on things but simply post unedited video source. I first discovered you from JCS and immediately went to Law and Crime for the unadulterated material. This is my own opinion, but I don't know if you'd have case for invasion of privacy from a legal standpoint, though moral one, I completely get it. If someone were to dox me too, I'd flip out. It's not right. However, has anyone doxed her? I mean, just what does she consider doxing too?
I don't know. I mean, first of all, I think Sarah's completely confused about the law. So I don't think you can dox someone in jail. Like, doesn't everybody know the jail's address?
I don't think you can dox anyone in jail because she is a property of the whole state that releases all her information. So.
Right. But Lana seems to be telling her, like, you're not going to have a case. But I mean, clearly it didn't go anywhere because even when we were at trial, she's still talking about they got paid. Why was the news crew there when she went out? You know, like, she's not all there.
If someone were, however, you could sue them. It's not right. However, you could sue them on grounds on their slander and defamation of you. You are innocent until proven guilty. And these people, well, what is she innocent? She zipped them up in a suitcase. What was she innocent of? Not zipping them up in a suitcase? Where is the innocence in this? You are innocent until proven guilty, and these people don't use the word
allegedly. I bet.
Don't know the laws in Florida and other states, but I know bullying is gaining tougher and harsher laws as well. I'm not through, nor have I had any law background. Nope, you're not pressuring me. I may not be able to do everything, but I'll help if I can. This messaging system makes it a whole lot easier. Lana.
And then Lana again.
Oh, incoming Lana. It worked. Oh my God. I don't want to be mean, but I got the same impression from her from the YouTube clips I saw her on. They were mostly clips, but a couple of newer ones. And I thought first that someone who is more self-absorbed than people motivated, also thought that her caked on makeup shows someone in denial of their age. What?
Oh, they're talking about Linda then.
Oh, okay. All right. But
most people put on makeup to be on camera, to be fair.
And was her makeup caked on? I guess
I've never seen her. I don't know.
Didn't we see her from the back?
No, she never came to trial. I'm gonna look up a picture of
okay.
her.
You and I both know that time takes something whenever we want to or not. You know, and also I have to say, the older I get, the drier. I used to have like combination skin, and my makeup tends to cake even when I don't want it to cake. Like even if I put very light makeup on, it cakes. So it's just older skin.
Yeah.
You and I both know that time takes its course, whether you want it to or not. You and I are close to the same. So please do not tell me she's going to call herself a Gen Xer. So it's cool. We both have the Gen X. No, they do not. Sensibility of self-reliance. She does not. Sarah Boone, I pride myself in being a Gen Xer, and Sarah Boone is not Team Gen X. She is not get it done no matter what. She's like, you do it for me. I'm going to direct and make you feel less than. She's more of a boomer than not a boomer, an unbalanced boomer. How about that?
That sounds fair. This, I'm going to show you. This is a picture of Linda Durr here, but this must be an old one. She was in Psychology Today. And then there's another one of her.
This is the Linda that they're talking about, the caked on makeup?
Yeah. Wait, let's see. Hold on.
Caked on makeup.
Let's see what she says really fast.
Looks 10 times better than...
Oh, God.
Sarah Boone with no makeup. So her cake makeup is 10 times better.
Also, I'll say, like, when I was younger, well, like, when I was in my 40s, I had very textured skin from, like, post-acne and post-inflammatory inflammation. So I would wear a lot of makeup to cover up this discoloration.
I can't wear makeup hardly anymore because my skin is, I used to have combination skin and now it's just dry. I don't think she has caked on makeup at all. So,
the mascara is a little heavy on that bottom lash.
Yeah, I guess. And I guess maybe her lipstick is strong. I don't know. All right. Your current snobbiness notwithstanding, she has the highest reviews on recent attorneys. I'm glad you're not letting her phone it in. It's so lazy or lackadaisical. From the back, it looks like she has man scientist hair. Hopefully she has mad scientists outside the intelligence too. Love, right back at ya, Lana. That was like the worst description, trying to be catty on someone that I've ever read in my life. Oh my Incoming God. Screenshot from Lana. Hey, really quick, remember I told you about the behavior panel making a video absolutely stomping a mud hole criticizing interrogators? They made a screenshot of the meme characteristic, how they were treating you and how the interrogation was nothing but an unorganized hot mess of argue fest. I wish you could see it because these 4 world renowned behaviors just
slam Chelsea and Scott,
making seem almost like toddlers. The screenshot made me laugh. Thought I'd share it with you, Lana.
Oh my God. Okay, let's look at questions really fast. Let's take a palette cleanser from the energy of Sarah. Okay. Yes, tinted sunscreen. There's a newish Maybelline tinted serum. Oh my God. Also, like, it's only becoming fashionable, I guess, to have the more sheer foundation. Like, I'm using that Il Maquillage. It's got full coverage, but it's sheer. Like, makeup is a tricky thing, and some of us, we have flaws we want to cover up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Especially being on YouTube, it's really hard to put the bright lights on your face. And
right. And 4D is not our friend either. For us women of a certain age. Yes. I used to have really bad rosacea. Hey, Judy girl, only occasional breakouts now. 1 morning a day. Shift RN said loudly, my God, what's wrong with your face? She said it around a lot of people. I'm sorry, Judy. When my acne was really bad before I did Accutane, people would come up to me and be like, I don't know, there was some popular Rodan thing you could order online. They'd be like, you should get that, it'll work. But I had cystic acne. There's no topical thing that's gonna fix that, but people just feel free to come up to you and talk to you about your face.
Yeah. People with acne, because I've had it too. I don't think it was cystic, but I did have acne, and it's just a really tough subject.
Yeah, it's personal. It's like an intimate thing, but everybody can see it, you know?
I have a pimple right here. I still get pimples. Sucks.
Yeah. True Crime Loser said Sarah skipped her 50s looks and now she looks a mid 60s woman who took care of herself. Oh my God. Yeah, that was, yeah. I'm not going to talk about her jowling because I've got jowling, but yeah, just the glow down, you know, it was not good. Proactive, that was it. So many people would be like, you should try Proactive and blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, I had
I
a
feel like
subscription, it did nothing.
you didn't try Proactive? I
No,
didn't.
I did. I had a subscription. It didn't work. I
Oh,
had to go to a dermatologist. I
too
eventually had to
harsh.
do Accutane.
Yes, I had to do the prescription too. I feel
I
like
had
Sarah Boone and Lori Vallow, you can tell that prison ages you really fast.
Oh yeah. Well, I think also with Lori, I think she had regular procedures like filler and Botox, and so
Yeah.
without that, everything kind of just fell.
I've
Um,
done it on my face too, and I can tell like her filler is migrating and her Botox is gone.
right, right. Yeah, I'm an avid Botox user. I do filler in my cheeks. I'm gonna go get my jaw done. I'll be 54 in May, so I have no shame in
See,
in
I'm
all of those
54,
things.
so yeah,
Are you?
but
Okay,
I
yeah.
do threads and stuff. Threads
Yeah.
are my thing.
So especially after COVID, like looking at our face all day I was like, oh, I need some stuff done.
Yeah, this
I
is
get
my
my eyebrows microbladed, you know.
yeah,
No shame.
no shame. We do
I'm 30.
skincare and suspects. You should join us one time, or
Oh
sometime.
yeah.
We talk about a true crime case, and there's a channel that a skincare Angela's Aging Essentials that joins us, and we pick a skincare topic, and then we kind of go back and forth and talk about the crime and talk about skincare. It's fun.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Someone said Lori's face is gonna slide off. I'm obsessed with her highlights though. I need to redo my hair, but I'm like, she's got highlights and
Do
lowlights. How
hair.
I know.
But someone said she's a ex hairdresser, so she must know something. She
Yes,
must
but
have some trick.
like to lift the color, you have to have something like a peroxide or a bleach, or do you know what I mean? It's like corrosive to break the fiber of the hair. So I like that is what I don't understand. How's she getting that in jail? That's not like a regular dye. That's a process. Do you know?
But you know, an orange is the new black. I remember just seeing that they did have a hair thing in the jail. So maybe there's a hair place.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
very
someone is saying
curious.
lemon
Why
juice.
isn't she gray? Because she's our age, and I used to have red hair, and I cut it all out. And this is just I'm completely white in front, so I don't know how she does it.
I feel like, and chat, keep me honest. I feel like I've seen her with gray, like
Oh,
leading
you
up
have?
to her going to prison, like in the roots. But recently, like she was in there earlier this week, I didn't see any of that. Like she had the fresh process on. So
Yeah,
someone's saying lemon juice. Um, the hair on my
so if
toes.
I were to put lemon juice in my hair, it would make it look like Lori's. Because my
Maybe. I
hair
don't
looks
know.
darker than it is. I'm a dishwater blonde, but because the white, it makes this look like almost black. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah. So I don't know how she does it. She's pretty talented. Maybe she's
Yes.
doing it herself.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
maybe
new
a
members.
cosmology trade school in jail. Maybe that's it.
Well, I
Because
know she was
get me out. So
she was a cosmetologist while she was married to, like, she's gone to beauty school. It reminds me of beauty school dropout. She didn't drop out. So I know she has, some skills.
she knows something.
It's so interesting.
It would be really hard to be somebody who is Lori and then have to come in front of the cameras. And the whole world is talking about the way she's aging, and I'm very fascinated by her attire. Like, how is she able to come in with her shirt off her shoulder? I don't get that with her orange bra showing.
I don't know. And who is that for? The judge? Like, ma'am, put your shoulder away.
I don't know. And the judge looks like Leave It to Ward Cleaver, so I'm
He
sure he's not
does.
enjoying it. He seems
I
very.
think he's a little cooler than Ward. I think he might be like Eddie's dad. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Because he's got a little
okay.
swag.
I like that better. But he's got the patience of a saint.
He does. He does. Like when he was trying to explain to her about the speedy trial and the not having all of her discoveries, she was just like, she was giving Sarah Boone, like, basically, that's my right. And I feel like, and he said, do you understand? And she was like, yeah, I understand my rights are being violated. No, ma'am, you understand that you're choosing to demand a speedy trial, even though you ain't going no damn where, because you're already doing life. Oh my God. Thank you, Frank. Friendly Florida lawyer here. The Brady list is a list of law enforcement officials who have been found to be unreliable in prosecution of cases. So Chelsea was exonerated, though. So that was entered on there, which is why she testified at the trial. I think had she not been exonerated, they would have just had Scott. I loved Chelsea during the motion in limine hearing when Owens was like, well, Sarah said blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, do you have like the phone data or something for me to reference? And he was like, oh, no, that's what Sarah said. And she was like, oh, okay.
Well, Frank, I have a question for you. The Brady list, how hard is it to get on the Brady list? Like, would it, with just that little, just saying multiple instead of saying, just one, is that something that lawyers would typically get put on a Brady list for? Because it seems very minor. Like, it seems like you would have to do something really major to get on that list. Or no?
I don't know if
Do you
Frank
think
is
it's
still
minor?
here.
Saying multiple instead of just, that seems very minor to me.
It does to me too, but I don't know. I mean, you see like defense lawyers going after every little thing. So I think you just have to be buttoned up all around. Do you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, just if it's only one, say it's only one.
Yeah,
why are you
I'm
embellishing?
very known for I exaggerate, so I would say multiple when it's just one. But I get you have to be very accurate about what you say when you're doing those things.
I mean, I was an auditor, a compliance auditor, and it's like if I catch you in one lie, I don't trust you about anything. And like that's such a little lie. Why even do it? If you'll lie about that, what else?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Was it a lie or was it just sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I exaggerate and I don't even mean to exaggerate. Like I don't even realize I'm exaggerating because when you're a dramatic person, the drama comes. I'm a dramatic person. I'm not lying, but I don't know.
Same, but we're not saying it under oath. You know what I mean? And we're not.
I would be very
going after someone's freedom.
You're right, because when I did my social work, I wasn't like I wasn't exaggerating. I was rating exactly what happened. So yeah, I got it. But I wonder if it is that. Does Frank think that it's such a horrible thing? I mean, is it something that other people have been put on the list for? Just wondering.
Let's see.
Just trying to weigh.
Frank, are you still there? Can you help us out?
Frank just dipped and gave us a good message and left.
That was at 1:16. He may not still be here. I didn't see it then. I'm gonna take this down though, and let's just see. I'm gonna go over this because make a great point here. So Chelsea Copsell Connolly of the Orange County Sheriff, an exonerated finding was issued in an Orange County Sheriff's Office administrative investigation into falsification of records. Oh, so it doesn't have the detail there. It just says she's been removed from that. So, yeah.
And I wonder how she got herself removed. Like, did they have a trial or an investigation? Like, why did they remove her? Because she said it.
Right. It says administrative investigation. She was exonerated from the findings of the investigation.
So there was an investigation.
But what was it when she originally got on there? I remember seeing this on Transparent T's channel.
Owen's website was taken down? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Shortly after the sentencing.
I wonder if he's going to write his book. He probably is, because lawyers do that at the tail end. The lawyer that did Jodi Arias, he was like, he wrote a book, and they're like, well, if you write the book, we're going to take away your credentials. And he's like, I don't care. I'm done. Take them.
Yeah, he was disbarred.
So I wonder if we're going to get a book.
He's so on the tail end of it, though. I guess, I mean, what can he say without breaching confidentiality?
Well, he'll breach it because that's what the lawyer, Jody Arias' lawyer, did it. He's like, he did it, and they're like, well, if you release this book, we're going to take away your whatever license lawyers have. And he's like,
Oh,
I don't care. I'm done with doing law, so take it. And he did the book, and we got a lot of Jody Arias stuff. So I wonder, and this guy is really at the tail end of his stuff, so I wonder if we'll get something good.
Maybe.
Because it seems like she would have trusted him a little bit more because he was her saving grace in a way. She seemed to behave the best with him, so maybe she shared a lot with him.
Maybe. She ran roughshod over him, though. I'm going to give him an F in client management.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, she at least let him lawyer as much as she was going to let a lawyer.
Fair. That is fair. Thank you to all the new members. Okay, we are only on page like 9 of 22. These are, to be fair, 11 by 17 pages. They're not the legal size, they're larger than that. So maybe we do a part 2 and you drive the stream and we'll lead from your channel.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
Because we're right at 3 o'clock. We've been on for 2 hours. So
yeah, I gotta get going.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you, and look out for part 2. It will come from Parawomenradio. I'll of course flag it over here so we all know when to show up. But thank you so much, Amy, for coming on. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. This has been really fun. I've really enjoyed this, and it's nice to meet your family and everybody on Tanika's 2 Cents. I love your channel.
Awesome. I love yours too. You have a great energy. You've got a good vibe. So I was like, yeah, I'll do a video with you.
I feel like you remind me actually of my roommate from college. So we've got a lot of that same kind of vibe. You remind me of her. So
very cool.
It makes sense that you're a Gen Xer. So yeah.
Yes, totally.
You look younger. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe you were a millennial. So
it's all the hormones. I've got another channel, a fertility channel, so I'm pregnant right now.
Oh.
So I'm giving my almost. I know it's crazy. IVF. It's all IVF.
I have a friend
that
we talked about doing that, but I thought maybe I was too old. So.
No, yeah, I'm a single mom by choice, and so I felt like my little one needed. He's going to be an amazing big brother. So I'm hopped up on estrogen and progesterone. So I think that makes me look younger.
There. He's so cute.
Thank you. All right, everybody. We will see you later.
Bye, everyone.